Hello, welcome to Monday Mayhem on this Monday, the last one in July. I'm trying not to panic every time I look at a calendar. I can't believe how quickly the summer is going by, but we have been continuing to have a really good time, a fun summer. Lots of swimming lessons last week. I don't know if you could have heard that, but it was unrelated to what I said about swimming lessons. The boys are playing a game downstairs. Anyway, so swimming lessons, day camp. Oliver almost made it through the whole week at day camp until the last day. And then I got a call that said, it's not working so much today, so he came home. But I later found out it was because he had woken up at 3:30 in the morning that day. Joe helped him, and I guess I didn't realize he'd woken up so early, so he was short on sleep and not on his best game. There's lots of sound effects in the background right now. Anyway, so other than that, and just kind of, Seth is a bit under the weather right now, so kind of helping him cope with summertime, whatever, bug, and trying to have a good and productive weekend as a family. Not a whole lot else got done. I tried working on my Raggedy Ann doll, which is on my bucket list for last week, and I'll probably post pictures when I'm done with it, but didn't get as far as I thought I would. And it's kind of one of those projects I started probably like 2 years ago, and I'm not really sure why I did it. In a fit of craziness, I guess, but it'd be good to get it done. We did get Maxwell's backpack back in a miracle. Somebody found it at the playground where he had summer school and returned it to us, and so we met up with those folks this weekend, and they were so incredibly kind and gracious and wonderful, and it's just so funny that that we got it back. Other than that, I am going to New York on Wednesday. So excited. I'm going by myself this time. By myself to visit my dear friend Brad. And so it will be more adult, I predict, this time than it was when I went with Maxwell. So that'll be good. And I'm not really sure what all we're gonna do, because I've done a lot of the touristy, must-see kind of stuff already, because I've been there twice before. So, but I think we're gonna see a show, trying to sift through a list that Brad sent me with like 100 shows on it or something. It's impossible. There are too many choices. I don't know how New Yorkers cope. So I'm sure we'll figure something out, and I don't know what else we're gonna do. I kind of would like to just see if there's stuff that he has been wanting to do and hasn't done yet. Because I'm sure even when you live there that there's plenty of stuff on your list of things to see or do. And yeah, mostly just spend time with him, so that's gonna be great, and I'm sure I'll tell you all about it next Monday when I will be just freshly back from my awesome trip to New York. Yay. Yeah, it'll be good. It's been an unusual kind of summer. The trajectory has been odd, to say the least. It's like I went from being a full-time stay-at-home mom for like 8 years to working part-time, but you know, plenty of hours in reality, to then nothing for this whole summer, just like hanging out with the boys again. And it's been weird. I'm just like, I don't deal well with change in the first place. So struggling with adjustments and stuff, and soon I'll be adjusting back, only this time to working full-time every single day working. So that will be yet another adjustment. I don't know. You'd think after 30 mumble years I would have gotten better at all of these adjustment makings, but alas, not so much. Anyway, so this was not very thrilling, but that's what it is this week. I thought about just throwing up a sentence that said, everybody's sick and I'm busy planning my trip, no video, but probably took me just as long to make this as it would have to post something along those lines. So anyway, I hope you have a very lovely week. And oh, we did see Spider-Man. That was on my list from last week too, and it was great. So you should see Spider-Man if you haven't, if you have any inclination at all to see Spider-Man. The guy who plays Spider-Man, James Garfield or something, I think his name is, he's adorable. Really, really adorable. Max and I had a really good time last week doing our hanging out stuff. More mature people, just Max and I went to the Bakken Museum, which is all about electricity, and to the movie, and to the zoo, the Como Zoo. And I tell you that going to a zoo with a 9-year-old is a lot different than going with multiple children of younger ages, because we were done really fast. Just like, okay, we saw the animals, we read all about them, we've only been here, you know, an hour and a half. Done. So then we went to have a super fancy lunch at the Olive Garden, which I think, as far as Max was concerned, was super sophisticated. So anyway, it's fun to hang out with a 9-year-old, I have to say. It was a good week. All right, anyway, now I really am going, and I will talk to you next week when I am back from my trip. See you later. Bye.